Here's the raspberries. These aren't quite ripe yet. These down here are alpine strawberries. They grow wild, and I just didn't dig them up because the birds like them so much. Here's the raspberries ripe now. They turn black as they get ripe. They're so good we like to go out and eat them. It's just Julie and I, so we don't, unless the grandkids are here and eat them all, but we don't eat them all ourselves unless we have help. So this is about all I do out in my garden, is just pull the weeds. And I didn't plant, it's mostly flowers. And it's just, like I said, it's just Julie and I, so we don't eat a lot of vegetables. So I planted them really close. Thinking about a cottage garden, I was trying to figure out how they did it. Here's a radish out there that I just pulled up. But I was trying to think about how they would do a genuine cottage garden. I knew the vegetables and the flowers were mixed together, but I think overall, in retrospect, I planted the vegetables too close. I've had good luck before planting flowers too close, and that came out really good, and planting them too close kept the weeds down. But for a garden, I think that it would be better off not to plant them so close. So in the future, I might go back to a lot like the old days, where I would just plant in rows at least 18 inches apart, and then just go down and hoe the weeds out of the row with a hoe. I kind of miss doing that. It was a lot simpler than the modern days of gardening, where you just reach in and pull the weeds out like I've been doing here. I remember getting a lot more out of those gardens than I got out of this garden. Those look like cucumbers there. And here's some flowers. I planted this whole section here with flowers last year, and these have all come back for a second year now. And it's just a package of mixed perennials. So I'm just pulling up the grass that's in out of them. But I'm thinking about this year digging up some of these, and those are forget-me-nots right there, I think, and planting them out front. These yellow ones are California poppies. Those purple ones there are delphiniums, I think. They're not the big fancy ones. They're more of a wild one. And there's some black-eyed Susans. And down in there, I don't think they're blooming now, is some wild phlox. And that's more delphiniums right there. These had a feathery leaf. I think it's a delphinium. There's a big tall sunflower in them. I don't know what these purple flowers are, and that white flower is sweet alyssum, and that is centuriae, or cornflowers. A lot of black-eyed Susans. Those are wild phlox. Sometimes I've heard them called wild sweet William, but I don't think that's an accurate name. I don't think they are sweet Williams, or sweet Williams dianthus. I don't think the wild phlox are that. Those are some zinnias I planted from seed. They're just coming up there. And there's a tomato plant I bought right there. And that's some kale. Here's a pepper plant I bought. You got little tomatoes starting. I think this is probably in about June for this video. There's kale right there. And there's my potting bench with clematis growing over it there. There's a strawberry. They've kind of gotten scattered all over in here, and those are chives right there. And asparagus. A little bit of everything back here. I got some beans growing on this pole. We don't need very many of them, so those are cucumbers or cantaloupe. I can't tell which. There's that tomato. You can see little tomatoes on it, just starting. There's the peppers. Most of the stuff out in this corner is plants that I bought. There's a poppy, but I don't know what kind. I don't know what those flowers are either. It's a mix. That's the disadvantage of buying those mixed seeds, is you don't always know what they are. I don't know what those little blue flowers there are either. And there's more cornflowers. This is in that tub there is potting soil that falls through the bench. And here's that gray tub is new potting soil. It's never been used before. And there's pot shards you put in the bottom of the clay pot to keep the potting soil from falling through. And there's some giant lilies there. Tree lilies, I guess they call them. There's some clematis up there blooming away. That dark purple is hard to see up against this arbor. And there's some more lilies. Looks like they're almost done blooming. On this arbor, I've also got roses, blazed climbing rose, and there was some honeysuckle, but I haven't seen it for a while. It's so crowded. There's more tree lilies and raspberries kind of growing together there. All those black-eyed Susans. I like these mixed seed packages. I think I might plant some more of those. And it looks like there's one sunflower that got in there somehow, one of those tall ones. Those delphiniums are pretty. Okay, if you thought that was a good video, can you please subscribe and like this video? I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. And thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.